Hi, welcome to the next I Read My Best Friend's Favorite Book reading vlog. I'm not necessarily sure how the structure of this reading vlog will go because the best friend in question this time does not have an online presence that is like in the public sphere, and so I don't know whether she will be interested in being in this vlog, or I doubt she'll sit down for a whole interview like Udi did. But either way, we're gonna get some good content out of this, so stay tuned. First, a little bit about the best friend. The best friend of this video is named Heather. She is my housemate, I guess. This year we live in the same apartment, and last year we roomed together. I met Heather a couple of years ago. I met my boyfriend in the end of first year. We weren't dating yet, but we were friends, and I was introduced to his friend group, and Heather was a part of that friend group. And then, as I said, we've been living together for the last couple of years, like the last year, and then this coming year we'll be living together. A little bit about Heather. Heather is a classics genius. She is a language learning prodigy. She is into Italian right now. She's really learning Italian. It's part of one of her majors. Her other major is classics. She's great at Latin, great at Greek. She is from North Carolina originally, and she has recommended me books before. She recommended me The Song of Achilles and Circe in the same year, and I read them, or the same academic year. I read them both, and I gave them both 5 stars. So far, our tastes align with every recommendation she's given me, and I'm hoping that will be the case with this one. Since reading those books, though, Heather has gotten a new favorite book, and that is the book that I'm reading for this vlog, and that book is Where the Crawdads Sing. This is the deluxe edition of Where the Crawdads Sing. It has beautiful art, amazing pages, this gold edging. We love it. Heather and I actually share this book. We both paid for half of it because it was expensive, but worth it. Heather also loves the content inside this book. This is one of her favorite books ever now, and I'm really excited to give it a try. I am already 100 pages into it, and so far so good. I'm really enjoying it so far. The nature descriptions are very atmospheric and just very lyrical and beautiful, and I really like the stories we're watching. This is a dual timeline story. One is about a girl who grows up in a marsh, and one is about a murder that happens near the marsh when she is in her early 20s. So my goals with this reading vlog are to first see whether Heather and I's reading taste align. I want to see if they further align past Song of Achilles and Circe, and see if Where the Crawdads Sing is a 5-star book for me as well. And then my second goal is to see why Heather likes this book so much. See if I can find pieces of her personality into it. I know that this book takes place in North Carolina. Heather loves beautiful writing. This book has that. She loves beautiful descriptions of North Carolina, and she knows the nature presented in this book since this book takes place in North Carolina. And I'm just excited to see why she likes this book so much. So yeah, let's get reading. The Crawdads Sing update. I am about 200 pages. I'm just over 200 pages in. It's still really good. It's a lot about loneliness, a bone deep loneliness that just continues, and the things it drives you to do, and the people that you accept in your life once that's there. I really don't know what else to say about it. It's not a book that I'm having a ton of thoughts about. I'm enjoying it every time I pick it up, and I love being back in the atmosphere of the swamp. But it's also in many ways a hard book to read. It's a little bit disturbing at times, the things that Kaya accepts from people because she doesn't know any better. This book also continually goes into directions that I am not expecting it to go in, with certain love interests and people that come in and out of Kaya's life. I'm also really interested in the mystery that's going on. There's a murder mystery happening with the backdrop of this young girl coming of age alone. And I really have no idea how the murder mystery is going to go down. I really have no clue at all. I have ideas, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to say about it. I don't have anything else. Heather, do you have any thoughts?
Have you said anything about Chase?
A little. I haven't said anything about Chase specifically, but I think that Chase is an interesting, first of all, tie from the murder mystery aspect of this book and also into the past. I really like the interaction between the two timelines, the dual timelines, with the like something we mentioned in the present day timeline with the murder mystery, and then that thing or that person will come up in the past timeline, and it's interesting to figure out how they're all connected. Chase is, I don't like him. If you've read it and you know who I'm talking about, I don't like him. But to me, he's really a product of how the sort of people lonely people are willing to accept in their lives. Like, it's not her fault. It's not her fault that he is the way that he is, but she doesn't know any better because she doesn't have anyone else. And it's sad. I don't hate all of who he is, but I do hate quite a bit of his actions. Anyways, that's where the Crawdad sings. We've had so many title drops. It's very lyrical and beautiful, and I'll update when I have more thoughts. So I finished it, and it did not do anything that I was expecting. The ending was amazing. The ending was my favorite thing and made me see the book in like an entirely different light. And I talked to Heather about it a little bit, and like the things that it was, and she told me about some things that I missed, like with the clues and everything, where I just didn't see them, and how they could tie, like how the two timelines tied together. And then the ending, I can't say anything. Like, I cannot say anything about the ending because I can't spoil anything. I can't tell you really my emotions. It's just not what I expected. I had an idea of what this book was going to be, and to an extent it was that. It definitely is that. Like, it is a coming-of-age novel. It's very into nature. It's very atmospheric. It's very much about the North Carolina marshes and about this girl, this lonely girl who's living in them and kind of like is only living with her own loneliness. And then there's this murder mystery aspect to it, which is the dual plotline thing. And, you know, they connect because dual plotline. But it just did not do what I thought it was going to do. And so I just really, really liked it a lot better. It made me, the ending really, I like when a book can surprise me, because I thought I had this book pegged when I was reading like the first half of it. I just read the second half in like one sitting, and it just didn't do what I thought. And so I had some theories, and none of them were right. And so I'm just really happy with this. I love an ending that is just different and surprising and shocking in a way. I don't know. I just like to get some emotions. It doesn't have to be anything like super gritty or whatever. Like, I'm not saying that. So like when I'm saying shocking, don't think that. But like, I really like where we ended with this book, and it made me like the book a lot more. I already liked this book. I enjoyed it every time I picked it up, but because it was able to bring out some different emotions in me, I enjoyed it a lot more. And I'm still figuring out what I'm gonna rate it. I'm still figuring out where I stand fully with like a rating. It was like a 4-star book for the whole thing. Now it might be a little higher because of that ending. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to sit on it for a while, and I guess you will find out in my wrap-up, maybe at the end of this vlog. I don't know. And I have some exciting news. I thought the vlog was going to end here. It's not ending. Heather has agreed very graciously to talk to me about this book tomorrow. We're going to film it tomorrow morning, and the vlog will be up later that day. and we're gonna talk a little bit. And I have a feeling we're gonna get into some spoilers, and so this is the last part of the vlog that will be spoiler free. Maybe I'll definitely put spoiler warnings like later in the vlog for you to like leave if you haven't read this book. But if you want to hear Heather and I's thoughts, stay tuned and we're gonna talk about it then. But yeah, I finished it. It was really good. I'm really excited about this. I'm excited this experiment was a success. And I'm gonna talk about like, some of the, the things that relate more to my goals with this reading vlog with Heather tomorrow and some specifics about the books. So I will see you in the next clip. Hi, so I'm here to explain. So Heather and I just filmed the chat that I promised you for this vlog about Where the Crawdads Sing, but we talked for way too long. And I have 40 minutes of raw footage to edit, and so that can't go on the end of this vlog, so I'm just gonna post this vlog as is, and you can expect the chat with Heather coming very soon. But it is coming. We will have a spoiler-free and spoiler section of the chat, but it's mostly gonna be spoilers, so if you haven't read this book, I highly recommend reading that and then coming back to that video. But yes, this has been a vlog. Thank you for following this journey of me reading my best friend's favorite book, and I will see you in the next video with said best friend. Bye.